How's everybody doing tonight? Are we all doing good?
Yes.
Great, great. How many of you have ever ridden a dragon? Anybody? How many of you have ever met a wizard? Fellow Toastmasters, judges and guests, my name is Ovidilio. I'm from Guatemala, and I'm about to tell you about my crazy journey from Guatemala to Texas. And yes, a wizard and a dragon will be involved. I was sitting in my room back in Guatemala when I received a call from a very good friend of mine named Petronilo de las Enchiladas. And he said, Ovidilio, I need you to be here in Texas tomorrow by 8 in the morning. I have a big emergency. Immediately, I need you to be here and hang up on me. As many of you know, the fastest way to get from Guatemala to Texas is by, you guessed it, by a dragon. So I got out of my house, I hopped onto my dragon, started flying. I had to get through Mexico, but I got stuck in immigration. They called me an illegal immigrant. The Mexican gladiators fought me. And there were too many. I fought with them, with my dragon. But my dragon caught on fire. So they threw me into the dungeon. I was to get killed the very first thing the next morning. As I spent the time in the dungeon, I met this wizard. The wizard had a varita mágica. And by the way, for those of you who don't know what varita mágica is, it's a magic wand. That's right. I requested him for help. He said, meet me at midnight. I'll help you out. I met him at midnight. And when I saw him, he pointed his varita mágica towards the wall. And he said, abracadabra, patas de cabra, ring! The wall turned into a taco wall. And we munched our way out of it, out of the dungeon. That's right. It was delicious. Once we were outside, I requested him, I begged him for transportation. I said, please get me a dragon. And sure enough, there it was, a dragon. But little did I know, this time it was a dragonfly. So I hopped onto it. I had the option. I started flying. I pushed him hard to get through Texas. But when I got to LA, we got caught in the dragonfly rush hour traffic. That's right. It was horrible. We stopped by and get some tacos, right? When it was time to go, it was almost 8 in the morning the next day, so I pushed him hard to get to Texas. We arrived to Texas. As we arrived, he looked at me in the eye and he said, adios, amigo, and died. But it was an emergency, so I ran out to my friend's door. I knocked on the door. My friend came out and I said, tell me, Petronilo de las Enchiladas, what's the emergency? Did your mom die? Are they going to foreclosure your house? Did you lose your job? He looked at me and said, it's even worse, man. I've killed my cat. And I said, how did it happen? Tell me. And to my surprise, Petronilo de las Enchiladas told me the very famous Spanish joke about a macho guy at a bar. He said, I went to a bar. I requested for a drink. I said, bartender, get me a macho drink. Bartender said, yes, sir. He brought me a drink. When I saw the drink, I told him, this is not a macho drink. I need a macho drink right now. The bartender said, yes, sir. Would you like me to add anything in there? He said, yes. Put whiskey, put wine, put vodka, put tequila in there. Put everything in there. Make it a macho drink. Bartender put everything in there. He brought me the drink back. When I looked at it, it wasn't a macho drink. So I said, get me a macho drink. I said, put a bullet in my drink. So the bartender put a bullet in my drink. I drank the drink, went back home, came back the next day, and I said, bartender, get me a drink. Bartender said, yes, sir. Would you like me to make you the same drink? And I said, no, this time don't make the same drink. Because yesterday, I went back home, I farted and killed my cat. That's right. As I was listening to my friend about his story, how he killed his cat, we decided to go and dig a grave. As he was digging for his cat, I was digging a grave for my dragonfly. As he was crying for his cat, I was crying for my dragonfly. Thank you.